we're going to go over just some helpful tips for your quiz. Some things that I see wrong every single year. So if you want to jot notes down, you can. Otherwise, this will be posted as a video on Google Classroom also. So maybe this is something you want to take notes on, or you want to rewatch it tonight or tomorrow before you take your quiz, because these are some things that are very, very important. Points. A lot of people name them like this. A, point A. Maybe they even put a little point in between before it. Are these accurate ways to name points? No. You don't put a point before it. You don't have lowercase letters. How do we name points? A capital letter. So it can be named A. It could be named B. It could be named C. But they have to be capital letters. If you put a lowercase letter on your quiz, it will be marked wrong. Okay, it is not a point. That's the big thing about this quiz, is how do you name geometric figures? Okay, so that's what I'm quizzing you on tomorrow, is geometric figures and how to name them. So if you're not naming them accurately, you're not going to get points. Okay? Lines. Some people name a line and say this. Is that how I name a line? No, what's it missing? Yes, the line with arrows on both ends. Okay, that is a line. Or you can name it line, where you actually write the word line, and then say N, or maybe it's line L, or maybe it's line M. But when you name it those ways, these are all lowercase italicized letters. So we can write them in cursive if we're writing them. If you were writing this on your quiz, which you're typing, you will have to italicize the letters. There is the italicized feature, just how you can make something bold, italicized, or underlined. You will have to italicize the lowercase letters. Okay? If you go to the equation editor, an equation editor will automatically italicize letters. Okay, so you could just open up the equation editor, type in line L, and it will automatically be italicized. Okay, so that is the correct way to name a line. If you have AB as a line, that is not correct. Some people tell me that it's ACB. That is not correct. We never name a line using 3 points, only 2. Okay? What do some people do? Ooh, some people write it like that. That doesn't work because you use lowercase letters here, and those are not representing points, so that's not going to work. Are you with me? Okay. Some people write it like this, and what's wrong with that? Yeah, why is that not a line, though? What is that? That is a segment, which is only part of a line. Okay? Planes. How do we name planes? 3 points. So we write plane, and then you'd put ABC. Or plane, CEF. Okay? You have to use 3. You don't have to use 4. If you use 2, it's not enough. If you use 1, it's not enough. And the reason why you can't use 1 or 2 is because it doesn't create a unique plane. That's like we were talking about. If you have 2 points, what can happen is, remember when we held up our 2 pencils and the clipboard could spin or like rotate on those 2 points? Or the door on the 2 hinges can open and close, right? Because it's only on a line, so there's many planes within those 2 points. So it's not actually naming the correct plane because there are an infinite number of planes that are going to go through 2 points. So because of that, you have to have 3 points, and it's more important than just 3 points because those 3 points have to be what? Anyone remember? They can't be on a line, so what do we call that if the 3 points can't form one line? What do we call 3 points that are on one line? Remember? What do we call points that are on the same line? Collinear. Collinear. So that means these 3 points have to be non-collinear. I forgot them. There. 3 non-collinear points, meaning they have to be capitals. Is that okay? All right, so then about array. Please do not tell me this ray. Okay, we always are going to draw our arrays from left to right. So if I draw this here. Okay. If I want to name this ray, I have to name it with the A at the end point, and it can go towards B or it can go towards C. So I can name this using either of those 2 ways. Okay? However, I cannot name it BA. That's not going to work because my B is not an endpoint. It's going in the opposite direction. Okay? And A is the endpoint, so the A has to be on the endpoint. Okie doke. Segments. A lot of people want to name segments and forget to put the segment over top. That is not a segment until you actually put the segment over top of it. Okay? That's why in the video of what will your math test look like, I showed you exactly where to find the rays and where to find those segments. And luckily the ray only goes the one way, so it's not going to let you accidentally do it this way. Okay? But you have to remember to go into the math equation editor and actually fill in things correctly. Okie doke. Know your postulates. That's a big one. Know your definitions. Again, that very first sheet in your packet is that vocab list. I would fill out all of your definitions right on that vocab list so you have them all in one area. It'll be very quick to look it up. And on your quiz tomorrow, you can use your packet. Okay? If everything is filled out in your packet, if you have your vocab list, that will make understanding your quiz easier. Okay? Here's another really big misconception. If I have 3 points here, this one's A, this one's B, and this one's C. And there's this line that goes through this one. Are B and C collinear? Why? I can always add a line. So if this was your diagram and you say is B or B and C collinear, yeah, look at watch what I can do. I can take a ruler and draw a straight line, and there you go. They're collinear. Because that was what one of the postulates says, is that any 2 points can create a line. Okay? So those are the big ones I wanted to discuss. Ooh, what about 3 points? What are 3 points always going to be? They're always going to be what? They're always going to form a plane. Yes, they will always be coplanar. Okay? And if they're non-collinear, it'll always form a unique plane. But it doesn't matter. If you have 3 points, you know they will be coplanar. Okie doke. Do we have questions? So this was kind of the crash course that I wanted to give you guys before your quiz. All of the keys for 1.1 and 1.2 will be posted on Google Classroom tomorrow morning. So you will want to make sure that you go on there and you double check all your work from your homework assignments. Okay. Anything that you got wrong, you'll want to correct it with a red pen so you know the correct answer. Okay, you want to score it, see how you've been doing. I will have office hours tomorrow during 6th hour, so from like 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock. I will have a Zoom meeting opened up, and you are welcome to join and come and ask questions, and it will be like an open hour time, okay? And your quiz will open up tonight, and it will be open until Sunday evening. So you can take it anytime between those two times, okay? All right.